Freelancing is one of the best ways to earn today. You can work with global clients, earn in dollars, and build an income on your own terms. But here's the part no one tells you about. Most of the time, freelancers fail not just because of the skill set they carry, but by the way they operate. If you're doing these things wrong, you can also end up in trouble. Not maybe, but definitely. Let's hit the ground reality. Most of the freelancers in Nevada are contributing more compared to the casinos that are present in the US. But do you know they're not legally protected because they don't fall in a place where they have HRs like in MNCs that will be backing them. Their only option is legal action. And we all know when you get into a legal action, there's a lot of time, money, as well as energy that is being drained. And most freelancers don't even go that far. They'll just accept their fate and move on. So that's the reality in freelancers economy. And if you're not careful enough, you can end up in the exact same situation as they are in today. So what is the most primary mistakes the freelancers make that would put them in trouble? First is working without a contract. This is the biggest and most common mistake most freelancers make. You trust the client because they seem very nice and you start the work. But when things go wrong, you have nothing to fall back on. No defined scope, no payment terms, no proof. At that point, it becomes your word versus theirs. And you lose because they just disappear, my friend. Or probably iterate so much that you can never fulfill their task. So, the second most important thing is starting without an advance payment. A lot of beginners think, I'll deliver first, then if they like it, I'll get paid first. That's the fastest way to get exploited because once you deliver, you lose the leverage. Your leverage is completely gone. And if the client delays or disappears, you can't do much. So, professionals in Stone Circle, the most freelancers don't work like this. They secure commitment first. And also, here's a bonus tip. If you're a freelancer, what you can do is you can send a test version, the first draft version with your logo or your copyrighted trademark being placed in a lower version quality to the client so that they can check once and revise or probably send you the changes that are being required. If you send it at a higher quality, they can just download and disappear. So this is one of the most important tip you can follow across. Third thing is saying yes to every client. When you're starting out, you take whatever that comes in. Low paying work, unclear projects, random clients, infinite deadline. But this creates a pattern. You start attracting what you are actually doing. Clients who negotiate too much, clients who delay, clients who don't respect your time. This is not bad luck, man. This is your positioning. The way you position yourself is what you attract. Say no. It's okay to say no. Moving across, we have depending on one client. This is one of the most dangerous situations. You think, I have a steady work and the client is fine, is paying, I'm doing fine. But all your income comes from one place. That's not freelancing. That's a job with a security. The moment the client disappears or leaves, your income falls. It drops to zero. You're back to being broke. That's not what you should do. At Stone Circle, that's why we recommend to carry at least 5 to 6 freelancing projects. Even if one doesn't pay on time, you have 4 other freelancing clients that will pay you on time, which will help you to become stable enough, right? Moving across, we have only focusing on skill, ignoring the business. You learn video editing or designing or even marketing, but freelancing is not just execution. It is also how you pitch, how you price, how you communicate, how you handle clients. If you ignore these fundamental things, you always struggle, even if you're good. That's why we focus on client relationship training in Stone Circle, where we teach you all these fundamentals of talking to a client, finding a lead, how do you communicate, how do you price yourself, and how do you handle them? If you have multiple clients, how do you handle them? These are the primary factors that matter the most, which most of the freelancers, ignore. They have a skill set and they think they can just go ahead and enter into the business of freelancing. You are very vulnerable to get exploited if you don't follow this. And next step is no structured payment system. You complete the entire project and then ask for a payment. That's a poor structure. You have to divide it. You have to have a milestones, a checkpoints, so that client doesn't control everything. You wait, you get first 50%, and then you deliver the 50% of the project. And in order to proceed further, you collect the 30% of the payment. And then at the end, once the client has confirmed your project, you get the rest 20%. That's how you break your complete 100% into 50, 30, 20. It depends completely on how you are gonna structure your payment structure, but it is very much important. You don't wait for 100% in the end, or you collect 50 and 50 in the initial and the ending structure, but rather splitting it will put you in a wiser place. You get to hold and call the shots, right? Now, here's the real understanding. Freelancing is not unstable. Unstructured freelancing is unstable. The difference between struggling freelancers and the successful ones is not the talent, it's the system they carry, which we have developed in Stone Circle again. So that gives an upper advantage for any freelancers out there. Also, there's a new portal ecosystem that we have launched. Do go check it out. I'll attach the video over here or probably in the eye. You can check it out there. We have developed a complete ecosystem where you don't run short of projects. Okay, you can go ahead, check it out, and let us know in the comments how you felt about it. Okay, so take advance payment, always use a contract, work with clarity, not just desperate enough saying yes to everything. Okay, build multiple income sources, learn the business side, and you can also create freelancing as a powerful tool which will help you earn financial freedom. And that's it for today. Go ahead, start freelancing, start hustling, and create your financial freedom. Until then, let's catch up in the next video. Peace out.